Okay, a little rule update here in gymnastics. It's actually not really an update. I mean, I guess it is, but it's kind of a clarification. So the new matting rule, as you can see here on the screen, it talks about how there's 2 4-inchers that are now allowed. The interpretation that I was under, and a lot of people were, is that like 8-inchers were no longer allowed. That's not the case. Apparently you can still have an 8-incher there. I think the confusion was this replaces the rule, and like that was just a verbiage issue. It wasn't actually replacing the 8-incher. So I want that to get clarified because I was confused on that myself, and I was like, oh, that's kind of lame-o. But for clarification, you can have 2 4-inch mats, you can have an 8-incher, you can have a sting mat. However, remember, you can only have 2 corners of mats. You cannot move the mats once the routine, oh, I'm sorry, that's wrong. You can't add the mats once the routine is started. Once the mats are there, you can remove them, you just can't put another one on the floor once the routine is started. So put your mats where you need them. She starts the routine. She doesn't need the mat anymore. Take it off the floor, but you can't go and put a mat in the other corner. So, and you can only have 2 mats out. So I would assume if you have an 8-incher in one corner, you can't then have the 2 4-inchers on top of each other in the other corner, because that's technically 3 mats. That one I would need some clarification on, not gonna lie. But I could kind of see that going both ways, because it's like, well, the 2 4-inchers on top of each other would make 1 mat, because you can have 2 4-inch mats and then the sting mat. I'm gonna get clarification on that, because again, you could possibly find, a loophole. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a little confusing. So I'm gonna get clarification on that, and I will update as I get clarification on that. But just know you can have an 8-incher, you can have a 4-incher, you can have 2 4-inchers on top of each other if you're feeling spicy, and you can have a sting mat. You just can't have all those mats out on the floor. It can't be in more than 2 corners, and you can't add mats once the routine is started.